You got me, Lord, you got me, Father. You got me, Lord, you got me. You've got me, Lord.
Hey bunny babies, it's Kayla. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I really haven't posted in a good minute, and it was really because I'm reevaluating myself and what is my purpose on this channel, what do I want to do, what am I bringing to the table, and stuff like that. And it's crazy because this is the exact thing God told me to do, and I'm facing like that doubt and that discouragement. But yeah, so I came on here today just to really encourage you guys in all that is going on in our world, no matter what part of the world you may be watching this from, or even if you're just here, you know, in Georgia. Yeah, the coronavirus. And I'm not trying to dismiss it. This video is not me dismissing it, but rather encouraging you. Ever since I got up this morning, I felt really like burdened. Not even a burden, I don't want to use the word burden, but very overwhelmed with emotion that yeah, this is really going on. And it's not even just the virus itself, it's like a wake-up call in a way, you know. And yeah, it was the things that really were targeting me were people, and I've seen a lot of posts on it. People were talking about it as well, and I'm like, yeah, this is actually true stuff. People don't have a perfect or a nice family to go home to, and it may be chaotic, or they may not have enough funds to go out and even get any kind of food for the remainder of these 2 or 3 weeks. We don't know. And that was like, yeah, because I've been in some situations like that before, you know, in lack and in need, or even just depressed or full of anxiety. It's just a lot playing into effect of this coronavirus. So I really wanted to come on here and encourage you guys. And it's crazy because I wasn't even thinking about posting a video. I just opened up the Bible and he led me, which he will always do. He will always. God is a relationship. He's a relationship. And actually, a lot of people have been in my DMs before I start reading. A lot of people have been in my DMs really hinting at the fact that they don't really know how to have a relationship with God, which is totally okay. You know, it was totally okay. Like, we all had to start somewhere. And it's not like, oh, hey God, I'm here and I knew how to do this whole thing. Because no, it's a process and it's a journey. I love that phrase, it's a journey, because we are literally in a journey and we're finding our paths and our purposes in life. So my advice, if I gave any advice, would be to just say a little prayer, as in, hey God, I want to know you more. Would you reveal yourself to me and show me what it is that I need to know, or who I am, or what is my purpose? And even after you pray that prayer, you may get discouraged because you may not hear a clear voice from God, which a lot of people get discouraged at that fact. And I would say to you in that moment, remember what you prayed for and recognize that God is there. He's always there. That's just a place to start, is prayer, communication. As in any relationship, if you are my boo, we would need to communicate daily. And reading his word is definitely another way of communicating. If you don't know who God is, open the word and get into it, because it definitely shows you the character of God. But yeah, so I'm reading from Job. Like, I literally just prayed and I just opened the book and he led me to Job 5. And I really did not want to read the whole thing, but I guess I'm gonna read the whole thing. So I'm at Job 5. It is 27 verses. Be patient with this, guys. And I understand that the Bible could be really boring to read sometimes. Like, trust me, I don't want to open this Bible up every day and read it. It sounds pretty harsh and like, ooh, she just said that, but it's true. You know, we're still in a fleshly body trying to do spiritual things. You feel? So, cry for help, but will anyone answer you? Which of the angels will help you? Question mark. Surely resentment destroys the fool and jealousy kills the simple. I have seen that fools may be successful for the moment, but then comes sudden disaster. Their children are abandoned far from help. They are crushed in court with no one to defend them. The hungry devour their harvest. The hungry, even when it is guarded by brambles. The thirsty pant after their wealth, but evil does not spring from the soil, and trouble does not sprout from the earth. People are born for trouble. As readily as sparks fly up from a fire, if I were you, I would go to God and present my case to him. He does great things too marvelous to understand. Facts. He performs countless miracles. Yes, he does. He gives rain for the earth and water for the fields. He gives prosperity to the poor and protects those who suffer. He frustrates, though, the plans of schemers, so the work of their hands will not succeed. He traps the wise, those people like, oh, I got this, I don't need God. He traps the wise in their own cleverness, so their cunning schemes are thwarted. Just trash, pure trash. They find it is dark in the daytime, and they grope at noon as if it were night. It's darkness all around them. There's no light. She is full of light. And as you notice, this is so crazy. It's a black background, like obviously because this is the light, but in the midst of darkness, there is light. And as described in verse 14, they find it is dark in the daytime. And that's just resembling a very dark place, which I've been there before. I know how it is, and many of you may be there even right now. He rescues the poor, verse 15, from the cutting words of the strong, and he rescues them from the clutches of the powerful. This is all describing God right now. And so at last the poor have hope, which is what we need right now. And the snapping jaws of the wicked are shut. But consider the joy. Consider the actual joy in being corrected by God. Sounds pretty contradicting, but do not despise the discipline of the Almighty when you sin. For though he wounds, he also bandages. He strikes, but his hands also heal. Hey guys, I am back. The video just cut out. So yeah, we're just gonna jump right back in. Verse 19. From 6 disasters he will rescue you, God. Even in the 7th he will keep you from evil. He will save you from death in time of famine, from the power of sword in the time of war. You will be safe from slander and have no fear when destruction comes. You will laugh at destruction and famine. Wild animals will not terrify you. You will be at peace with the stones of the field, and its wild animals will be at peace with you. You will know that your home is safe. When you survey your possessions, nothing will be missing. You will have many children. Your descendants will be as plentiful as grass. You will go to the grave at a ripe old age, like a sheaf of grain harvested at the proper time. We have studied life and found all this to be true. Listen to my counsel and apply it to yourself. So this is Job 6. And honestly, it really encouraged me. And the second I heard it, I was like, God's promises in the midst of losing everything. If you're familiar with the chapter Job, he loses every single thing. His family, his sons, his daughters, literally everything. This man lost everything. His wealth. This guy was wealthy. And he literally ended up with nothing. Zero, And by the end of it all, God restored it all to him. So what we just read, Job 5, was God speaking life in a moment of death. Okay? So although Job didn't see none of that stuff that God was promising in that moment, all he seen was, dang, I just lost my wife. Dang, I just lost my son. But Jesus, you're saying this? This is actually what's going on right now. And so really, from verse 20 all the way to 27, those were God's promises to Job. You will be at peace again. You will laugh at destruction. You will have many children again. God is saying this when he just lost all his children. So, in all reality, God is the hope. You are here for purpose. I am here for purpose. And yes, I'm truly tell you, these things have to happen It is written. It is literally written. This book is literally life. And we're a little too distracted right now. Really distracted. And it's crazy to think that I'm not even going to go there. I'm not going to go there. But in this time, I just hope and pray that this video and that many other mouthpieces around the world, or even in your house, because you may not be spiritual, but you know, you may have some people that have relationship with God around you, that it'll just really encourage you in a way, and you would grow in relationship with God. Because if I'm being honest, I wasn't always like this. People may think that because, you know, they just met me, or I'm broadcasting myself like this on here, but you don't see my whole story. You don't see what I have to, you don't see what I live off of camera. Only God does. And when I come on here to speak about God, it's me testifying. I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to tell you the truth. Just like that. Straight like that. Anyways, I'm going on a whole nother thing right now. God is the hope that we need in this time of coronavirus. I was going to do quote unquote, but it is a real thing. It is a real thing. But even before coronavirus, people were always dying. Cancer, diseases. I don't even want to say the next one. You know, I'm going to say it. Police brutality. Like, this stuff is not new. It's just in a different form. And it's time to just really wake up. Like, you're here for a purpose. You're not here just to live and die. You're here to accomplish something. Will you wake up to see it? That's the word for tonight, guys. I also really want to introduce Talks with God. And I really hope, God willing, that would be aired like every single Friday or something like that. I really want to post weekly, so we'll see how that goes. Because if I'm being honest, guys, YouTube is not my thing. Like, when I look at other YouTubers, if I'm being like totally transparent, this is a safe place, you know. If I'm being totally transparent, I look at other YouTubers and I'm like, I don't even do that. Like, I don't act like that. Like, this content is just raw. Like, this is straight raw content. Like, my first video was me in front of a lamp. I mean, I got me a ring lamp now, but you know, I'm just keeping it real with you guys. Like, this is truly how I feel right now. This is where I'm standing in life right now, and I'm just here to share that with you and be that light, because I am a light to the world, and so are you. And I tell you, God does not just promise these things, like these physical things, like how he was promising Job, but children. He promises us eternal things, which is what abundant baby is. Those are the things that I now strive for. If I look back a year ago or even 5 months ago, what I would strive for was, you know, I want to be wealthy when I get older. I want to have a little boo, you know, get married and drive a nice car and be stable and stuff, which is all going to happen. Trust me, it's all going to happen. But now I'm like really pursuing deeper things, and not to brag about that, but I'm just so glad that I am, because I realize the importance of those things, like peace, joy, love, long suffering, hope, patience, kindness, you name it. The list goes on. The list really does go on. So yeah, there's gonna be a prayer in the description box. I'm not gonna say go and read it, you have to do this, go and do that, but I say read it out loud, speak it over yourself, and watch your life just change when you actually are willing. If you want God in your life, become willing. That's it. Anyway, stay tuned for some more videos. I'm really thinking about doing some hair tutorials and a skin journey as well. Like, as you guys can see, I don't have the best skin right now, but I am definitely looking forward to clearing my own skin. Tried numerous amounts of products, been to dermatologists, just done multitudes of stuff, and I'm ready to take that step. I'm ready to take that initiative to do it myself. And one last thing, because I feel like I'm talking so much. One last thing. The vegetarian video was actually a reason why I cut out meat, was for my skin. And I can definitely say it has helped the process immensely. So drop your social medias down in the comments. And I want to like interact with you guys, you know. I know most of you guys because you're following me because of my social media. But I want to interact with you guys. Peace. Bye. Ciao.